Hi, so welcome back to my channel. So this is my sixth video for a lesson for my final year project. So as you may know, and you may know me, I am Husna. I am teacher Husna. So for today's video, I will be focusing on the reading skill unit 8 image of the installation art. You can, if you have your textbook with you, you can open the page 118 so that maybe we can read together and we can see the text together rather than I'm just showing it. Or maybe you can open your textbook together with me. Okay, so first of all, I will present my slide. So as you can know, I'm like teaching Form 4 students using the textbook Full Blast. And right now I'm focusing on the Unit 8. So I hope you're getting ready with your textbook, page 118. Okay, of course, when we start our video, when we start our lesson, when we start our class, I will show you the table of content so that you will know the order of what I'm going to be show in the video. Okay, so for the first one, of course, the table of content. So this is the table of content. Oh, before I start, I forgot. Maybe people who watching this video right now recognize the theme of the slides, and maybe not. If you know the theme of the slides, maybe you can write down in the comment below so that people who doesn't know it, maybe they could get like a chance to know. Oh, this is the theme. So you can share your opinion regarding this. Okay, we can start now. So, table of content for today's video is the first one. I'm going to ask my student regarding the art galleries, and I show some of the art galleries in Malaysia. And then the next thing is the second part is I'm going to read the installation art in the page in the textbook, page 118. So you can open your textbook 118, and then the next one is the activity one. Activity 1 and then activity 2, and then of course we're going to end our video with the summary of everything that I have been teaching. Okay, so for the first one we're going to talk about the art gallery. So are you ready? If you are ready, we will start now. We will start anytime soon. Okay, so the first one. Okay, I will before I start of my class, before we start into like a very formal form of class, so I will like open like a pre-lesson for my class is like I will ask them a question like how often do you visit art galleries? It's just like to bring up the topic. Maybe they get the point of the topic for today's video, for today's lesson. So I will ask them how often do they visit the art gallery, so they can tell me maybe they have been to any art galleries or maybe they're not. So I will ask them if they have been visit to any art galleries, what is the name of the art galleries and where it located. So that is the question, and then I will ask, do you know any famous works of any arts that they know? So maybe people will say like about the Mona Lisa or maybe the Starry Night from the Vincent van Gogh. So it depends on them. And then this is the top art galleries in Malaysia, which is MAP at Publica, and then we have the Pre-Rupatan Jaya, and then we have G13 Gallery at Kelana Jaya. So this is the top galleries in Malaysia. If you here, the Malaysians watching this video right now, know any of these art, maybe you can share your experience with us by comment down below by giving your point of view when you visit all of these art galleries. So you can put in the comment down below. Okay, for the first one, I'm going to talk about the MAP Publica. As you may know, art galleries, I think there's a lot of art galleries in Malaysia. It's just people who are not really interested in galleries or in art galleries or in a museum, they will not be interested to know regarding this. So maybe this by watching this video, you get to know all of these galleries. Okay, so you can try to visit them. Some of them are already open and some may not. So you can try to search in the Google the information regarding these places so that you know if you want to visit them, are they opening yet or are they not? Because as you may know, this is pandemic is happening right now, so we don't know because some places already open and some may not. Okay, so you can check upon these art galleries, and then you can share your thoughts in the comment down below. Okay, so after I discussed regarding this art gallery, so I will start with the reading of installation art. Okay, so are you guys ready? So you can read with me. You can read the text with me. So I will show the text. I will read for you. Think of the last time you visited an art gallery. Did any of the following cross your mind? If only art weren't so boring, I wish I hadn't come here. Paintings. If only artists would create something more exciting. Well, times are changing. A growing number of artists have chosen to challenge the traditional concept of art. They believe that artists should be permitted to express their creativity in any way they please, and they should have the opportunity to exhibit their works in all environments. This desire of artistic freedom gave rise to a of art called installation art, which first became popular in the late 1960s. The primary goal of installation art is to change the viewer's perception of space by transforming the ordinary into something quite extraordinary. Installation artists use a wide range of materials to create their works, from sticks and foam to chairs and cars. But they also reject the traditional idea that art is only visual, and only people who experience their artworks often have to use a variety of senses like hearing, touch, and smell. In 2003, in the main hall of the Tate Modern in London, artist Olafur Eliasson installed a glowing sun and enormous mirror on the ceiling. The room was also filled with the mist made of sugar and water. The installation was called the Weather Project. And if you had visited the Tate Modern at the time, you would have seen many visitors lying on the floor and looking up at the reflection on the ceiling. Sometimes artists are asked to stage their installation in public areas. These are known as public art. The traffic light tree in 1998 by French sculptor Pierre Vivant is a famous example. This unusual tree-like structure stands 8 meters tall and features 75 sets of blinking traffic lights. The tree is situated in Canary Wharf, one of London's main financial centres, and its flashing lights are intended to represent the energy and the rhythm of the surrounding area. Installation artists often use their works of art to convey a message. In 2009, Brazilian artist Neil Azevedo created an installation called Melting Man. The aim of the installation was to draw attention to the destructive impact of global warming on our environment. Melting Man consisted of 1,000-liter man made of ice, which Azevedo placed sitting on the steps of a Berlin concert hall, only to be turned into a puddle, and while later their rapid disappearance serving as a warning to humanity. The Melting Man installation has since been exhibited in a number of cities, including Paris, Florence, Havana, and Sao Paulo. Since 2006, anonymous artists in Melbourne, Australia have been delighted the locals with the imaginative crate man installation. As the name implies, crate men are figures made entirely from the brightly colored milk crates. These comical creations have appeared at various locations across the city. One was found fishing beside a creek, another was discovered climbing a fence, and one particularly impressive installation featured two great men climbing a skyscraper. Like it or hate it, installation art is here to stay and will no doubt continue to surprise and entertain us for years to come. So from this text, actually, when you open your textbook on page 118 and 119, you can see the pictures of the installation art that have been mentioned in this materials, in this reading material. So you can see them in the textbook. It's very beautiful. It's very like unique. So you can watch them. You can see them. Okay. So after we read, I let my student read them. What I do is actually give them read and then suddenly stop them so that the other will like follow what the other classmate reading, so that they will like when your friend reading, so they're also reading. Okay, So that is part of the reading skills that I've been implement in my class. And then they can also give some words that you don't understand, and then we can together find the meaning of the words in the words that you don't understand. Okay, so next we move on to the activity one. Activity one is, what is the main purpose of installation art? So the main purpose of installation art, so you can guess this. You can write down your answer in the comment below. You can write in your notebook so that we can do this together. So the A one is to make people see the world differently. B, to confuse the viewer. C, to encourage people to visit art galleries more often. D, to encourage artists to be more creative. And then the second question is, what did the visitors do the weather project at the Tate Modern do? So the A, recreate different weather conditions. B, look at themselves in a huge mirror. C, lie down on the floor and look at the sunlight on the ceiling. D, walk around drinking sugar and water. So you can answer number 1 and number 2. Then we move on to the number 3 and number 4. Why did Pierre Vivant create the traffic light tree? A, try to and combine nature with city life. B, to show the effect of cars in the city center. C, to try and show how busy the area can be. D, to try and attract visitors from the surrounding area. And then the fourth question is, what was the purpose of Azevedo's Melting Man? So A, to entertain people at the Berlin Concert Hall. B, to raise awareness of environmental issue. C, to show how art isn't harmful to the environment. D, to prove that installation can be installed in various places. So you can answer number 3 and number 4. Next, we have number 5. The last question is, which statements isn't true about the crate men? A, crate men are made of old crates that used to carry milk. B, we don't know the artists who made them. C, you can find crate men in different places. D, people have started getting fed up with the appearance of crate men. So you can give the answer in the comment down below or in your notebook. So the answer is actually same. You can find the answer in the text that I read for you just now. So you can put my, when you're doing this activity, you can put down on the part where I read the materials. I read the materials reading, okay? The installation art text, okay? You can depend on that. So you can do your activity. So now I will show you the answer. So for the first answer is A, to make people see the world differently. That is the purpose of installation art, because people may think like, when we talk about art, people will think like, we must be painting again. So actually, it have a lot of meaning, okay? You can use various things, various materials to make the art actually. Okay, so for the second question is, the answer is D. As you can see in the text that I've read before, there are mentioned that many visitors lying on the floor and looking up at the reflection on the ceiling. So that is the purpose of the weather project. And then for the third question is A, why did Pierre Vivant create the traffic light tree, which is to try and combine nature with city life. As you can see, traffic light we have in the city, and then tree we have like a nature here. But you can see that in city we do not have a lot of trees because of people are cutting trees and building the houses. So this is actually the creator actually want to show you that they can combine the nature with the city life. And then the fourth question is the purpose, and then the purpose is actually to raise awareness of environmental issue. As you can see in the text that I've read before, is talking about the global warming. Global warming here, as you can know, we right now we can feel the heat of the weather. So this is actually to show the awareness for the people to actually see what actually happening right now. And then the last question, the answer will be the D. People have started getting fed up with the appearances of great men. So actually, the all the three ABC statements is actually true because yes, crab meat is made from the old crates that used to carry milk. If you can see in the picture, and then we don't know. Yes, this is an anonymous artist in from Melbourne, Australia, and then you can find men in different places. This is also a true statement. They say you can see them climbing a fence or beside the creek and then climbing a skyscraper. So this is the true segment, and then only people have started to getting fed up, which actually people are very impressed with this treatment. Okay, so that is the activity one. So okay, so now we move on to the second activity, which is find words or phrases in the text and match them with the definition below. Okay, so this is the five. You have to find the match one, and then the first one is idea from the paragraph one. You can turn back. You can like play back the video so that you can stay in the text that I'm reading just now, and then the second one is allow. The third one is put in public place for people to look at, and then strong wish. The fifth one, change the form of something. And then we have six is an image in a mirror or on shiny surface. Seven is located. Eight, make people notice. Nine, a powerful effect. And 10 is people in general. So I give you actually the part where you have to read them, which is the paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5, paragraph 1 and 2. So you have to find in each paragraph on which of the words or phrases that match with the meaning of the 10 words that I've given here. Okay, so I give you some time. You can, as I said, you can turn back in the video, the early video, so that you can know the text and then you can find the meaning. Okay, so now I will show you the answer. So for the first one, the answer is the idea for paragraph one is cross your mind. Cross your mind is like the meaning of idea, the same meaning by idea, and then allow is permitted, as you can see there in paragraph one. And then the third one, put in public place for people to look at. The match one is to exhibit their works in all environments. And then the fourth one, strong wish, is the desire of the artist. And then the fifth is change the form of something, which is change the viewer's perception. The next one, number six, is install a glowing sun and enormous mirror on the ceiling. That is the match one. And then the located is situated, as you can see in the paragraph 4. And then number 8, make people notice, which is draw attention. And then number 9, a powerful effect, is destructive impact. And then number 10 is people in general, is the humanity. So this is the answer for the activity 2. So you can check either your answer is the same as me or not. We can discuss it later. Okay, so we will talk about, this is the end actually. So I will talk about the summary. So as you can see here, this is the example of the installation art that have been made in this worldwide. We have a lot of one. We have the light, we have the legend here. Legend is actually something where actually when you see from the side you can see actually it's not really in the same place. They're actually like all over the place, but when you see in the front, you can see it's actually create a word legend. So you can see this is what we call by installation art. And then the pictures below here, you can see that the wall actually can recognize the a human in front of the wall and then create like a stick man. As you know, stick man is really famous. When we were kid, we used to draw a stick man to inform the reader or to inform people who's watching, like who looking at our picture, that is a human. Okay, so you can see here is very amazing. So people would think that installation art is like meaningless, but actually people work hard to create their installation arts to be presented in front of a lot of people, because you have to know that there's there's like, I can say, numbers of people who really like installation art, really like art, going to the museum. So you have to appreciate whatever people make it done, because they work hard on this, same as what you are doing right now. You have to work hard, so that, people, we don't ask people to appreciate us, but we want people to see the effort that we put in, handling some things that we are good at. Okay, so I hope, from this video you get something, regarding about the installation art. You can see that a lot of amazing things in the world, it just we are ignoring them, but actually they are like very hard for them to make them possible. So we have to appreciate everything. And then I think, that is all for today's video. Thank you. And if you have anything suggestion, maybe you can put down in the comment below. So I think I see you on the next video. Bye. Thank you.